Hey guys, One Hit Wonder here for another edition of Plugged In Short Circuit. This is gonna be an interesting one, I gotta say. So if you've been on YouTube this past weekend, you may have noticed a lot of videos about the Fine Brothers and Fine Brothers Entertainment and reaction videos, myself included. I did put one out about the recent announcement and the Fine Brothers try that they did on Thursday. And let me tell you, I'm very surprised of how many hits it did get for me personally, and I really do appreciate every single one of you that actually checked out that video. I was not expecting it to blow up as big as it is, but there's been a pretty big development on the whole Fine Brothers Entertainment stuff, and it turns out they're backtracking, I guess you could say, with their recent announcement of React World. But before I get to that, let's go back to this past Thursday, January 28th. The Fine Brothers of Fine Brothers Entertainment, who is known on YouTube as one of the biggest producers of the reaction video format, or whatever you want to call it, just reaction videos in general of, kids reacting, elders reacting, planks of wood reacting, whatever, you name it, anything under the sun, and some other programs. They made a big announcement on Thursday, announcement called React World, which would work basically, here's how it would work. If you join the program, you would be able to make reaction videos on using their titles, their show titles, and you would be able to make your very own reaction videos. Of course, you would have to give them a cut of your monetization money, but in return, they would provide advice, graphics, help, basically, and they would promote your shows as well. So really, what they were trying to go for was to become a multi-network channel, MNC, multi-network channel. And in that regard, it's not the worst idea, because there's definitely been a bunch of them on YouTube, and a bunch of them have been pretty good for people. Basically, how multi-network channels function is, think of it as like a TV channel where it gathers a whole bunch of different creative minds and they create content for that channel. And in return, there's a split of revenue sharing between the two parties. But in return, the multi-network channel would give the smaller channels more exposure, more views, and possibly make that smaller channel a much bigger big channel, I guess you could say. In that regard, I could see what they're going for with that. And it isn't the worst idea. Now, granted, MNCs have not had, there have been a couple, or at least one in particular, that has not been a good thing, or has kind of fallen off in terms of respect, popularity, and how big they were. And that was Machinima, if you remember that ordeal. One big member of that team, Bro Team, or Bro Pill Team, I believe it is called, has a very unfortunate story with that, and definitely was not a very happy camper of what Machinima was doing. And if you want to read more about that, I'm going to post a link to his dealings with Machinima. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those channels. I'm talking about this React World stuff. Now, when they made the announcement, not a lot of people saw that big of a thing, but, there was some things going on in the background with a certain users starting to be like, this doesn't look all too good. So a couple of them started digging, and that's when the problems started to arise. Now, going back to the video, the Fine Brothers were marketing this as a revolution in media. And they were saying this is an awesome thing that will leave an impact on culture, and this will be a time capsule thing. And, what are they talking about? All the stuff they're saying sounds completely arrogant, saying we're going to be remembered for 100 years from now? What? And this is kind of the same reaction I had during my reaction video of this thing. By the way, that reaction video did get hit with a content ID match, and the monetization for that video was going to them for a short period of time. I was one of the lucky ones that actually disputed it under the reason for as fair use, and they actually did let it go. But I'm one of the lucky ones. There's a couple videos that were completely taken down manually by Full Screen Entertainment, the parent company of Fine Brothers Entertainment. And the videos taken down. One guy had 8 subscribers, and they felt the need to manually take down his video. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna get to this, but they said, "Oh, we're not gonna go around and take down videos, or whatever." But anyway, this whole video was saying like, this media is gonna be changing media forever. Make React videos for us. If you don't, what's wrong with you? Just they come off as arrogant and just not like good. And of course, this makes financial sense to them because hey, why do the work when we can just get people to join us and they can do the work for us and we can just take a cut of their revenue? And that's kind of what they were gaining for. And they honestly thought this was a good system. They honestly did not see a problem with this system when they made the individual announcement. And, they were saying like things like, oh, we hate when companies completely rip off our format. Well, what is your format? You don't explain what that is. What? Sitting someone down in front of a computer and saying, watch this, and then asking a question, is that your format? Is the camera angle you're using, is that your format? A recent example of them going after one of these companies that's came out as a light of this is them going after Ellen DeGeneres. Because she had a segment on her show, on one of her episodes, where she was talking about technology, and then she sat kids in front of a typewriter and asked like, oh, do you know what this is? And had them react to it. And then the Feinbergs goes on Twitter and saying, what is Ellen doing? She stole our stuff. I can't believe they didn't contact us. What? Are you saying that's your format? Are you saying you own the reaction thing? And that's what came out of this, too. They were being very vague about their reaction format. Nobody knew what it was. They intentionally left it vague. I'm assuming because their lawyers like, oh, don't say anything about the format. Otherwise, people will just try and circumvent it by making it not as close to that or whatever. I don't know. But this stuff all started to come to light that, they say they want to do like make this thing. They say, oh, if you want to make it legally, if you want to make reaction videos legally, join us. They didn't say it outright, but they implied like, oh, what's wrong with you? And they've been parried to death. Mega64 did a very popular video now about them just, this just seemed like a very money-grabbing thing. And it's just, just watch all the videos. The whole internet got enraged about this. There was a user on Reddit goes by the name of Austin Rivers who basically led this whole crusade against the Fine Brothers, and he was definitely pivotal in getting the word out about this thing and really showing some of the underhanded, shady things that the Fine Brothers were doing. And he's been all over these threads on Reddit. I'm probably gonna post the one that has the takedown, the reversal of this thing. But anyway, all this bad PR stuff was going on Thursday, and then a couple days passed. A bunch of YouTubers were making reaction videos just saying this is a bad thing and just, making fun of them basically, which granted I don't really condone. I don't really want to go there and just make fun of them because it's not as productive as like just laying out the facts, but whatever. Come Sunday morning, the Fine Brothers decide to make an apology video. But unfortunately, this apology probably made things worse. And when I say apology, I mean apology, quote unquote apology. Because it does not come off as apologetic at all. It comes off as PR jargon. That sounds like buzzword after buzzword. Saying, and their apology isn't really apology. They start the videos like, oh, we're sorry we confused you people. I don't think people are confused. I think they understand very clearly what you're trying to do. You're trying to make a system where you can just rake in more money without having to do more work. And you're also trying to corner the reaction market by eliminating all competition and using YouTube's abusive copyrights content ID matching system to take down anyone you want and get them under your label so you can get a cut of those monetization profits. And this video, they apologized. We're sorry we confused you. They had this condescending tone, and they just looked like upset. Like, what is wrong? They're like, what is wrong with you people? Why don't you get this idea? Why don't you like this idea? Excuse me. This apology doesn't come off as sincere. It comes off as like they're annoyed. They're tired. They look like, why do we have to make this video? In fact, I would like to show you it, but it turns out they removed both the React video announcement and this apology announcement. I am going to link someone who did actually save them and upload them, but I can't promise that the video will still be up because, you know, they might content ID it and remove it on the basis of copyright. But I'm still going to link it in the description, and if it does get removed, I'll put like an annotation or something that says it's gone or whatever. But anyway, so in this apology video, they are saying like, oh, we're not going to go around running around YouTube copyright flagging everything and copyright takedowning everything, and that's a lie. They've been doing it for years. According to certain sources I've heard, that they've been bullying people using YouTube's bad system. And I know it's a lie because it personally happened to me. The content ID system matched my thing, and my monetization or anything I was making was going straight to them, and ads for their videos were showing up on my stuff. Now, this has nothing to do with money. I really don't care if I'm making pennies or whatever off of YouTube. But I do care that video, I would care that the stuff that I did in that video, my original stuff, was going to them. That's what I care about. And so, by my standard, I feel like you're just lying to me. They're saying that, they were talking about, like, oh, do you have any trademarks? Yeah, we have a trademark on YouTube/React. Now, in that regard, I would be okay. But they did not mention at all that they were trying to trademark the actual word react. And kids react, and elders react, and try not to laugh. Trying to trademark the word react? Are you insane? First of all, that would never work. And second, can you not see the dangerous potential that has? So if I say, oh, my chemicals of phosphorus and hydrochloride are reacting. Oh, you're going to say react or react. You can't use that. Take down the video. What if I say like, oh, my Mentos are going to react with my Coke, my Diet Coke. Oh, no, you can't use react. Take down. That's a trademark of Fine Brothers Entertainment. That is a bad thing, and they don't seem to get it. And it's either they do get it and they just don't care, and they're just like, oh, we want more money. And they just went with it anyway, hoping, oh, nobody will mind. This is awesome. This is for the community. This is awesome. You know, all they had to do was not say a single thing, and this may have flew under the radar. There's no like promising though that they won't try again. This time they'll be like, okay, we'll just be quiet about it. They were in the process of getting this trademarked, and they didn't have to say a single thing, and they probably would have gotten away with it too. So really, you got to wonder if they're going to try that again. But So this apology comes off as a PR firm's awesome attempt at apologizing without actually apologizing, and they have this stupid, this like what's wrong with you people type like like sounding to their voice, and their body language just says it all. Like they don't want to be there, they don't want to be talking about this. They just like they seem hurt that our awesome idea is not being loved. Why is that? Maybe because you're trying to squeeze money out of the people that have been watching your videos, and you're trying to corner a market for yourself. But so after that apology, and after even more bashing, on Monday, what was it today? No. It was today. Today, yeah. So flash forward to this, and now we got this. They decide to backtrack on their React World thing. So let's read what they had to say. A message from Fine Brothers. Hello, we're here to apologize, but maybe they're here to apologize. We realize we built a system that could easily be used for wrong. Yeah, that's an understatement. We are fixing that. The reality that trademarks like these could be used to theoretically give companies, including ours, the power to police and control online video is a valid concern. And though we can assert our intentions are pure, there's no way to prove them. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The reality that trademarks like these could be used to theoretically give companies the power to police and control online video? Well, if you knew that, well, then why'd you do it in the first place? Let's keep going. We have decided to do the following. 1. Resend all of our React trademarks and applications. And you got an asterisk here, so let's go to that real quick. This includes React, Kids React, Elders React, Lyric Breakdown, etc. I don't know why you put etc. Might as well just list them all. Don't forget, try not to laugh and whatever. Please note it takes a while for the database to update, but the necessary paperwork has been filled. Discontinue the React World program, which is probably what we should have done instead of making that apology video. And release all past Content ID claims. Content ID is YouTube's copyright system that automatically flags content that looks like or sounds like copyrighted content. This mostly flags videos that are direct re-uploads of our videos, which is what the system is built for. It's built for that, but that doesn't mean that's a good thing, because it can't discern what is fair use and what is not. But if you know of a video that has been claimed or removed incorrectly, please email us with false claim in the subject line. Yeah, like they have to honor that or anything. The concerns people have about React World are understandable, and that people see a link between that and our past video takedowns. But those were mistakes from an earlier time. Okay, whatever. It makes perfect sense for people to distrust our motives here, but we are confident that our actions will speak louder than these words moving forward. This has been a hard week. Our plan is to keep making great content with the help of our amazing staff. Thank you for your time and for hearing us out. Sincerely, Benny and Rafi Fine. Well, hey, I honestly did not expect them to even go back on the React War thing. I thought they're going to go forward with it as planned, especially at the apology video. I thought they were doubling down and going with it. And, you know, it's good that they actually did say, okay, we need to take this off. We need to, I guess, reevaluate it or whatever. But, you know, the damage has been done, if you ask me. The damage has been done. And this whole ordeal shows the Fine Brothers for who they really are. A corporized, greedy corporation trying to corner a market that, for the record, they did not start reaction videos. Reaction videos have been around for a long, long time. With VH1's I Love the 80s, that series, and even longer before that, like if you look at Bill Cosby's Kids Say the Darndest Things, that was reaction stuff. So it's hypocritical for them to say they started the reaction video format, they perfected it, or whatever. You can't perfect it. I don't know how you do that. But it's hypocritical for them to say no one has been doing it and it hasn't been revolutionized before. I don't know how you revolutionize it. They just found a way to make the most money off of it. So they're saying, oh, revolutionize it, guys. Join us right now. It's only a 60-40 pay cut or pay split. Oh, and by the way, if you don't join us, we're just going to take down your videos anyway because that's a trademark of ours. Well, not anymore at this thing. But, you know, like I said, I like that they did that, but, you know, what's to stop them from doing it again? What's to stop them from trying to trademark these things again and just not telling anyone and trying to let it go? Well, you know, there's a lot of people who helped stop this, I guess. And one of those people was this video game attorney by the name of Ryan Morrison. Now, granted, I know why he was doing this probably to advertise himself because he was doing pro bono work, which is he's volunteering his time to kind of represent the users without any pay. But he definitely did help a lot in kind of forcing the Fine Brothers' hand here, and he filed a complaint with the trademark office or whatever to say like, oh, this isn't good because it was in that public thing. So kudos to that guy, and kudos to the Reddit user, like I said earlier, Austin Rivers. And this is another example of why you do not piss off the internet. Because they will dig up everything they can about you, and they will scrutinize you for everything. And if you do something that threatens the internet, threatens the livelihood of people, the community, they will find out what you're trying to do, and they will rip you apart, as seen by the countless examples of them finding the information that you got Fine Brothers deleted videos and did all these bad things, and you see all this reaction mostly being negative about the React World stuff. But in the end, the Fine Brothers have taken a huge blow. Their credibility is in the trash, and they did this thing to stop the hemorrhaging of subscribers, but no doubt they'll be losing more because they have already lost about 800,000, and that number is probably still climbing. Shame on you, Fine Brothers. You get what you sow, and this is single-handedly because of what you did. And now the thing is, your past is out in the limelight. Your actions is out in the limelight. And unfortunately, I don't really feel bad because you guys let your greed overcome you and make a terrible business decision and definitely a huge PR nightmare. And you're gonna be scarred by this, no doubt. It's gonna take a lot of effort to try and rebuild your reputation and your standing in the community. And quite frankly, it'll be interesting to see if you can do it. Because I, for one, am not going to support you in anything you guys do. Not like I did in the first place, but, after I heard this, I kind of learned a little bit more about you. And what I learned is not particularly good about you. Shame on you, Fine Brothers. But thankfully, you came to your senses, but it may be a case of too little, too late. My name is One Hit Wonder, and this has been Plugged In Short Circuit, and I'll see you next time.